Hello everybody and welcome back to Tropico 6. Now just look at my balance, it is totally out of control, well upwards though that is. So I'm earning a lot of money right now. We do have 91,000 cash on our account. We got 4 working offices here. Our energy balance is still very good, and as you can see, each one of these offices earns me quite a bit of money there each month, so that's a good thing. And the other thing is that those offices pay a good amount of money for my people, so I do have a bit of a housing problem for rich or well-off people. As we can see now, the second mansion here is full now as well, and that of course means, well, I do need to get more mansions. Now here in this district that we created in the last episode, I want to still continue with a bit of beautification. So we do have, as we can see, memorials. Oh, that is a good one here. That's a space memorial. And we have big squares here, as we can see, and still the smaller ones. And I'm going with the smaller one in this case here, where we still have a bit of space that we can squeeze in, so the Colosseum looks like a big grand plaza that we have there. The same thing we can do here, especially since we got a shack here. I don't know why, but let's just have a few parks here as well, close to my parks, close to my buildings here, so that we have a few plazas looking buildings here. And here we still have a bit of room there that we can squeeze in something like, I don't know, something for tourism perhaps, a super villa, no, a family resort, luxury resort, a luxury entertainment. Hang gliding provides fun, must be well off, so this would be something, right? There's a hang gliding park or something like that. That looks pretty cool. Golf course, gourmet cocktail, yacht club, a nightclub, that is. Let's have a look at the nightclub, and we can squeeze it in. I think this is a good location here for a nightclub, just around where we have then our beach parties and stuff like that. Having that, we do have the beach resort here already. We just might go for the yacht club. How much does it cost here actually for citizens and rich tourists? Oh no, actually let's keep it like that for now. So we have the nightclub here, and perhaps we can squeeze in a few more parks here then, close to our Copacabana, that is. That is a nice one. Now, the luxury entertainment is still not finished though. We have the cabaret here. As we can see, not many people around here at the moment, partly because of the problem is that we don't have a metro station close by. So that is something else that we need to have here. Of course, some additional public transportation. As we can see, we do see the other metro stations here, so we should not, of course, overlap them too much, because then they would, you know, have lower efficiency, that is. So I'm going to squeeze in one here beside the energy transmission for this area here, because this district here still needs to be built. Now we do have the gourmet restaurant. What we don't have yet is modern apartments. So that is something, high quality residential building for 16 households for well off or better people. Now that is something that we definitely want to go for, because we do have, well, so many of them now, and this building absolutely looks fantastic in my opinion. I really love the modern look on that. Just beside my gourmet restaurant, let's leave a bit space here for a little park there, so that we have a few of them here in this area there, right? So let's have 3 of them for now. The other thing is, well, we do need another street then going around here. Once again, we do have the problem here with our nice street system, so let's just get rid of that street here again. Yeah, let's actually have it like that only. We don't need to have a square here. And in the middle there, well, we might just have a few additional parks, something that just looks nice to look at for my people. Let's have this one and this one here just in between. I think this is looking pretty cool. Having a hotel here is also good. Let's see for tourism there. So I really, as you can see, I'm really eager to get this city growing now that we have more money. And of course, we are making a decent amount of money, so why not? The other problem that I have right now is this one here. Well, we do have our mine and our heavy industry a bit too close to the city center there, so I will have to think about something here. We can keep those buildings here. We can keep, yeah, about the mine, I don't know, it's a coal mine. We don't need that much coal anymore, that's a good thing, right? So we do have the steel mill here for the coal. Let's have a look at my coal. Where else do we have coal deposits? For that I do need to get my, oh god, my mine, there it is, for the coal, right? And I can see over there we have one, so that's a pretty good location. We would have one here right in the middle. I'm definitely not going for that, but well, we can have the coal over here. I think that's still fine, even though this is really a bad spot, but it's the only spot where I can guarantee more coal. The other thing would be, of course, to import coal. You know, in that case, coal is rather cheap, and once we have more money, I will definitely go with that. But for now, let's keep it over there. We can build it immediately. Quick build. So we have that. And people should be going here then immediately. I mean, this is for workers, so what we still need for that coal mine, that's a bit of a problem, but yeah, let's do that. Let's not have a metro station for that, because that is just way too expensive, but let's have a bus garage, so people actually can commute over there with the bus. Or, I think we can also just say, well, people, you can, or you get more money out of this one here, and you can build a shack here. So I take that as granted for now.
Presidente, America is bored with being a superpower, so we're gonna be a mega power. Okay?
Sounds about right. And we do need a trade route, an import trade route with the USA. Right. Let's have a look at the trade there real quick. What do we have? We have the cars available right now. Canned food, banana export. As an export, let's see. Boats is something that, yeah, that would be a nice amount there. Furniture for China. That would be something because... Or jewelry for China, that's even better. We are producing jewelry and we need to get our relations with China up there. So let's have an export trade route for that. We can purchase another trade license. Let's actually do that. And let's start importing a bit of coal there as well. Should be here, right? So there we would have the coal with -7%. Not a big fan of importing there, but in that case here it makes sense. And it seems like Mexico is the only part that actually can import something. So let's actually import coal. In that regards, shouldn't be too expensive. Hopefully it does still manage to have a positive work balance with that then. And there is the first apartment coming up. Oh god, I love this building. And as we can see, it is full right off the bat, so people really storm it. The other problem now is that our energy balance is negative. And for that, let's go with the solar power plant. That is something a very expensive one, but it's worth it, I hope at least. So 450 megawatt. Of course, we do need to have a decent spot for it. So, oh, it does need people, right? Job quality, yes. So it does need some people living in there. So in that case here, we should not build it too far away. I think this is a good spot here. Right, we should have sun here. And we do have, let's see, there should be a metro station somewhere. There's the metro station. Yeah, let's have it here. This is where we got the first solar power plant here, and this one here, once it's built, should then solve all our energy problems for quite some time. It is so efficient. The coal power plant is with 450 megawatt equal, but does require, well, coal, and that is something the solar power panel does not need. And lots of new tourists coming in there. The freighter, let's see, only 12,000 this time, so it's really not good. 12,000 that we've exported there and got 1,000 coal in there. It doesn't tell me though how much this one cost me now, right? I don't think so. We can of course look that up somewhere. So standard cost per 1k unit is $2,400. That's really cheap, by the way. So 1,000 coal for only $2,000. So I think in that regard, oh, look at those poor workers. They have to go there by foot. That's a problem though. I think actually let's demolish this one here. And let's also demolish the mine down here. Because I don't want to have the mine there anymore. The thing is though, you know, demolishing them of course hurts for a second. But I don't pay any wages for them anymore. Any maintenance for the coal mine there. And I just import it. So I think it's a win-win situation in that regard. Right, so it does cost me something, of course, importing the coal, but we save something on the wages there too, so I think that's good. Now, we have the steel mill. Let's keep the steel mill here for now, but let's get rid of the Teamster office and move that to some other place.
If you would just sign this form, and this one, and this one, and this. Good.
Okay, build a size L park near the EU embassy. Do we have any EU? Oh yeah, we do. That's the EU embassy. A size 1 park. Size L park. Was it square? Size L park near embassy. Nope, just that.
It seems
oh, yeah.
you did as we requested, although we are still waiting for the
oh, look at that. We would get a free size S park for free, yeah. Get a random regime tool. No idea what that is. Found research ethnic enclave. Oh, that's actually something for tourism. That's this one here. And there we also have some tourists here in this little hotel there in a very strange position. earning me some money there already. So we're earning quite a lot of money here with that. And those apartments are now, oh, they're all full. Look at that. This one here is not quite full, but it's filling up already. I'm really surprised at that. And they're earning me the money as well. So that's pretty cool, right? They earn me money while I have high quality living there. And 65,000 from the freighter. We have first time we have capped 100,000 there and went above it. Pretty cool there. Yeah, we do have now enough electricity again. 280 megawatt. Let's have a look at our solar power plant over here. 3 workers we need. Sunny afternoon upgrade. Increases by 10%. Why not? 5,000. And if we increase the budget, we have 600 megawatt it can actually deliver. That's pretty cool. 600 without consuming any coal or something like that. Right, so then we got a few skyscrapers. Well, we still need more buildings here in the center. And I shouldn't forget the other public services that we have. One of them is the shopping mall. So sells edible goods to provide food to the households of visiting citizens. Sells consumer goods to increase all happiness values. Visitors must be well off or better. And that is just a perfect building here for, well, the center. Because here we have lots of well-off people and better. And in that case here, having one of them here is actually a good spot, right? Let's have one here. Let's have a shopping mall there. And that's one thing. The other thing is that we still haven't built yet is the hospital. Because of course people get sick still. And they do need a proper place for that. So let's have a hospital as well. The question is now, where should we have it? Yeah, in here actually. Oh. Yeah, let's have the hospital over here actually. I think that's also a pretty nice spot there. So that's good for some services that we have there. And let's have a look what else we had. Oh boy, I'm really happy about the whole thing here now. So embassy, we do need another embassy then still. We have 2 down here. Having embassies here, of course, with the palace sounds reasonable to me. So let's have, yeah, a few more embassies here, right? Courthouse, that is something that we might just go for as well. Ministry, prison, police station, trade institute, decreases the impact on trade prices caused by export. We don't have a prison yet, but you know, we don't have any criminals in Tropico, of course, everyone knows that. So yeah, let's have two more embassies there for the superpowers. That's something we need as well. Let's have a look at the people there real quickly. Homeless citizens, still a lot of them. Poor people especially. And for that we'll need tenements. Now we can have them here. You know, this is where our city kind of closes off. Here, as we can see, we do have the palace with a little natural forest in the background. So here we're not going to build anything. And that means here we can still build and here everywhere, you know. So this is perfect. In that regard, for more people, let's have more tenements over here then for the people living on that side here. 3 more. There we have the metro station, so we should have another metro station here. Perfect, there it is. That's fine, and it's looking so much better already here without the mine. So this is exactly how I imagined this, merging those things there. And since we have the money, I actually wanted to go with a stadium as well. So that's something that we have a promise for that. We just need to find it now. Luxury entertainment it should be. There's the stadium. Oh, but that is still way too expensive, even though with all my money there. Might go for it. Oh, yes, and the luxury mansion. Since we do have more rich people now, let's go with a modern mansion. That one here. And we can have them here then. Oh, wait a second. This is not good. Wait a second. Yeah, the tenement here is fine. Problem here is, though, we have the mansions here. I don't want to have normal tenements too close to them, you know. So we're going to have some houses in between. That looks nice. So the houses here, they're still fine. Right, let's have a few houses here. There we have then the tenement. There we can have a street or something. And what mine is that? I think that is the iron mine. Where do we have another iron? Let's just have a park in the middle there for now. For those mansions there. Looks nice. And let's have a look at the iron there. So I can open my overlays. We go for our resources and iron. Still one up here. Oh. That's pretty close to my coal mine. Yes, okay, so that's fine now. Now that we can have 2 mines here, I think it's worth it to have actually a bus here as well then. So let's have the coal mine here, the iron mine here. There we have then the street going over here, and then we can have a bus garage transporting the workers over there to those 2 mines there. I think that we can afford at least. Right, so let's have another bus garage, and let's have that, let's see, somewhere out here. Right, for this I can now get rid of that mine here. No longer wasting us some space here. Okay, it seems like there's still some rubble in between here, but it's fine. The next mansions are coming up, or houses are coming up. We cannot do that for some reasons. Uneven terrain. This is perfectly even terrain. This road system never surprises me. Never stops to surprise me, I should say. Nope, we cannot build anything here. That is insane. All right, let's not do anything else here. So there we have that. There we can probably squeeze in another tenement or something like that. No, that's not going to work. But some smaller houses then, some mansion, apartment, conventillo, bunkhouse. Or we get rid of this house there and have another tenement here. That makes sense because we got lots of houses here, right? And here I can then have my bus garage. Now this is looking better. I just had to re-square kind of my street here, and then that's working. So very good, we have that. There we have a few mansions here still where we can have a little road here. This is not connecting, so there we can just then have a smaller park than here. And of course, when you build a new district, you should never forget is a restaurant or something like that, because people of course still like to eat and stuff like that. So let's have a restaurant there. Another fast food joint beside the restaurant might be worth it. Or over here. Or over here. Yeah, let's have one here. That's fine, having a little joint here, so we can still expand over here if we want to. And healthcare happiness, housing happiness, yeah, we can easily do that. Capitalists, let's praise the industrialists, we're pretty low with them. Blame no one and promise increase in the housing happiness there.
People of Tropico, it is I, your Presidente.
Right, so he seems to be happy about that. And in that regard, bus garage, fast food joint, another tenement, and look at them, they're full right from start, most of them. This one you're still filling up, this one is full right away. Right, in the meantime, what we have here is our 2 embassies, which are now ready to invite another superpower. So we can invite 2 more superpowers. China and Russia are the ones that I actually like to go with. So China, as we can see, relationship is rather good with them. And the other one is Russia here, so we are at 56 already. So let's pay another 5,000 there to praise them. That is really good for the relationship here. How is the relationship looking with, let's see, with the Middle East there? Oh, Middle East is not looking that good, so we probably should have an embassy for them as well. We definitely don't want an invasion by the Middle East, whatever that means. But in that case here, let's go with the embassy, because I have some really cool edicts that we can go for. Let's build the embassy first, I think. Yeah, here we have the last one then, you know, so in this case, going all the way up here. Very good, so that's coming up then. Because we have a nice little edict here that I wanted to prepare for that. Let's have a look at that. It's a tax haven. So tax haven costs me 10,000 initially, but increases the revenue of all offices and offshore offices by 15% and decreases the standing of each superpower by 15. So that is a pretty bad thing for the superpowers, but it's pretty good for us long-term wise financially, so we're going with that. Even though, of course, it does cost us a bit of relation here. But as long as we are above 50, I think everything is fine. In that regard, the Middle East is the only thing that's missing now, and we can praise them soon once we have the embassy for them ready as well. Another thing here, looking at the edicts, we got a lot of interesting ones here that we can actually go with. Tax cut would be something here, so increases the approval of all citizens and cost me 3,300 initially, and it does increase my support there, so let's do that. It's not really expensive, and it should then, yeah, by over 15%, and that is really good for election day there. So our approval rating is high, and we don't need to do anything else there for now. And as we can see in this district here, something I really love, how when it merges, it does look better almost immediately, you know, when looking at that. Getting rid of the mines here is something. There we have the bus garage. Let's place a starting bus stop, so let's have that close to the metro station here and close to the tenements, and then we have the bus stop, which is then over here, close to the mines. So they have a better connection then, right? Oh, look at that. It's the road system again. Can we do something about this? Is this not connected to the road? It is connected. Hopefully that's fine. So there we have the bus station. Now the bus is commuting over there.
Election is a landslide,
Yes, yes,
Presidente.
yes, yes.
The
And
metaphorical
in that
kind,
kind
not the
here,
that acts. Presidente, I know you
yeah,
always
housing
keep your
happiness, that is
promises,
something we still need
but
to
the
do.
citizens today
But
can be
here, since we have
very
the bus,
exacting
we have
about
the
what
bus
counts as a
stop
fulfilled promise.
here. We should probably go with the street then over here as well for now, so the bus is a bit quicker about it. Right, money-wise, we're still really fine. I'm going with the airport soon with that kind of money. Hospital here that we have now is available too. Look at that, 90% approval rating. Then we have the hospital. It is rather full already. We probably should have a second hospital there somehow. And the shopping mall here that we have there too now is... Oh yeah, actually lots of space here. Lots of goods it has, but not many visitors. That is something we might have a look into. Right, now we do have, that is a really cool thing, we have the tenements here, then we do have the houses here where actually some people are living in already, a restaurant here, and here then we merge, we go over to the luxury district that we still want with the modern mansions, and they look really cool. So we can have a few of them, of course not too close to each other, but let's have, yeah, I guess let's have those three here for now. And in between, of course, as it is for mansions, we're going to have some parks for those houses there in between. Actually, this one here is a bit too much. So let's just have this park here, looking a bit better than already. And here we still have lots of space for more entertainment buildings and stuff like that. When I look at my entertainment district here, cocktail bar is full, earning us some money. There we have our casino, you have full. And earning us a lot of money, $700 almost. That's pretty cool. We have the nightclub. No one likes to visit the nightclub at the moment. It is a loss. Hopefully that gets better at some point. The same goes with the beach resort. So something is wrong here. We do have the metro station here. Probably, yeah, I don't know if I should move the metro station over here. No idea about that. Let's just keep it for now as is. The cabaret, how's it looking? Looking fine, not making us money, but some visitors at least. And what we still need is a stadium of some sorts. We do have the stadium here, the Promise, and we have the Modernist Mine. Okay, I think we need to, perhaps that is something here as an upgrade. Modernize. We need automated mine must be available. Is that another thing here? Right, it's actually something that we have as a research in the modern times. There's the automated mine work mode. And with that, if it says what it actually says, do we actually need workers here then? Let's have a look at that then. Must be enabled. Oh, that's a work mode. Sorry. No, it's still not a work mode. What is that? In fact, it is actually a new building that we've researched with that. It's the automated mine here. Extracts mineral resources from a coal, iron, gold, blah, 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 at higher rate, emits pollution. It seems like there are still people working in that though. But yeah, we can get rid of those two mines here and instead have the automated mine. And then we can use the work mode on that. So let's make this a bit more modern then. The same of course goes with other researches here. So we do have more buildings than available as well. So the automated mine is one here. We do have the beach villa, beach resort. That is some work modes here. Speedway increases the speed of vehicles using roads by 15%, but it costs me 600 per month. That might be something for later. Marriage rights allows you to decide on whether Tropican citizens are allowed to have same-sex marriages. Yeah, actually we can have that. Right, let's research that. This is a constitution topic and allows you to put a focus on trade route based on regular exports. Lots of interesting things here with the modern times. I will have to read me through that. But we do have for the constitution now something that we can say forced marriage. So each citizen will marry another adult from the opposite gender as soon as they become of age. Decreases the housing happiness. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Default state, traditional marriage. Or the open one. Increases the liberty by 5, increases overall tourism by 2, decreases religious factions by 10. That's fine. Let's have open marriage there. Alright, so that's something. I don't really care about the religious factions here. And yeah, we're not that bad actually with them. What we are bad though is the militarists and the communists. But that is something for us. Oh, right. And speaking of factions, the embassy here has the Middle East now. Let's praise it as well. So we have a pretty good standing now with all the superpowers. That should do something. And Tropico is flourishing here. Really excited for what's to come, especially the airport soon with many more tourists. Stay tuned.